Battle Royale. Set a drop point for your team, soldier.
We had a great time, yeah. But it's in the past now. It was a time when Call of Duty felt alive. A time when we didn't just play a game. We created memories. Warzone 1 wasn't just a battle royale. It was our battle royale. Let me start from the beginning. It was 2019 and Call of Duty dropped a new game. We couldn't know that this time it's gonna be different. And oh boy, we were in for a ride. The guy I was sharing my PlayStation account with told me, "Hey, I bought this new Call of Duty game. You should try it. I think it's a banger." I was skeptical at first, but I did try it. And it was like Call of Duty was reborn. Simple but effective. That's how this new COD game was. That's how I remember the old ones. Modern Warfare 1, 2 and 3. The graphics, the gunplay, it was almost too good to be true. So things went on very fast and I found myself with a growing squad of friends every night, ready to jump into Modern Warfare. Sometimes there were so many of us that we had to split into groups to play. At first that's all it was. Multiplayer like in the old times. But when we thought things couldn't get better, again something happened. A few months later, Warzone arrived and everything changed. They are adding a battle royale. For most of us that didn't mean much. Fortnite had its crowd, Apex Legends had its fans. PUBG was still out there for the hardcore survival players. I never even tried any of them. Why would I? Call of Duty was the only game I needed. It was really fun and I got to play it with my friends all night. But one evening, when there were only a few of us online, we decided to check it out. Warzone. At first, we had no idea what we were doing. We dropped into Verdansk, a map so massive it felt overwhelming. Where do we go? What's the strategy? We didn't know anything. But that confusion turned into excitement. Every match was a chance to explore a new area. Downtown, the chaos of Superstore, the farmlands, camping in prison and so on. Verdansk wasn't just a map for us at the beginning. It was really a world waiting to be discovered. The first games were rough. I'm not gonna lie. We weren't great players and let's be honest, we were kinda bots. Half the time we didn't even survive long enough to get our loadouts. But that didn't matter. Every little thing we accomplished felt huge. That first team wipe, that first gulag win, that first time making into the top 10. And then, finally, that first win. It wasn't nice. We camped half the match, I think, hiding in a tiny building, praying no one could find us. But when that victory screen popped up, you'd think we just won a championship. We were screaming, laughing, we were ecstatic. It was really extraordinary. And then it clicked. Modern Warfare was now in secondary plan. We were playing Warzone. Some nights we'd have so many people online that again we have to split into separate squads. We'd race each other to see who could survive the longest or who could get the most kills. It didn't matter if we were good or bad. It was just fun. Even when we lost, it was hilarious. Like the time I got run over by a Bertha 5 seconds after landing, or the time our whole squad got taken out by a single claymore because we were all rushing through the same door. It was just fun. So I can play late into the night and don't keep everyone awake, I set up a homemade gaming station. I had the monitor on one chair and me on another. It wasn't nice, but it worked. Then the pandemic came. And I know that for a lot of people that was really hard. It was hard for me as well. But for those who played Warzone, I know it was a little bit better. Because I know it was a bit better for me. We were stuck at home, disconnected from the real world. But Warzone gave us a way to stay connected and break through those tough times. It didn't matter that we were halfway across the city or just down the street. We were together in the game. It was a really way to escape the stress of what was happening in the real world. Over time, we started to improve. We found the meta guns, the Grau, the M4, the Kilo. We watched the pros for tips like Swag and Booyah, Aiden and Metaphor. We were always chasing the next win. But as we got better, so did everyone else. The lobby sweatier, but the victory even more sweet. So nothing could take away the joy of those moments. The clutch victories, the insane plays, the nights filled with laughter with my friends. I'm saying it again. Verdansk Warzone was a great game. Yeah, I know that Warzone 1 had its issues, like bugs, connectivity problems, server problems, and cheaters as well. And I know that after a while, we were all complaining that the game is standing still, that we want new stuff. And oh boy, we were so wrong. Because later Caldera came. A new map, new guns, and a fresh start. But something was off. Verdansk was gone, and with it, a part of what made Warzone special. Caldera felt different, less familiar, less exciting. We tried to enjoy it, but something was missing. The squad was starting to fall apart, as there was a time where we needed to split because there were too many of us. Now we were struggling to fill a squad. We were already missing Verdansk and cursing our wish for something new. But wait, it gets even worse, as you already know, because after that Warzone 2 launched, and it was a whole different story. Slower gameplay, clunky mechanics, and the magic just gone. Just truly a disappointment. The squad was gone, we were playing only a handful of games that entire year. The fun was replaced by frustration. Even streamers struggled to make it look enjoyable, but it wasn't. It really wasn't enjoyable. But some enjoyed it. They say that bots enjoyed it, but I was a bot too. My highest skill game on Verdansk was 22, the one you are watching right now. But I hated Warzone 2. It made the magic disappear. Warzone 3 tried to fix the damage, and for a while it felt like it was. You couldn't compare it to Verdansk, of course, but it started to be fun again. Some of us reunited, but it was never quite the same. Stable? Sure. Fun? Sometimes. But that spark we felt in Verdansk, it really never returned. And last year, when Black Ops 6 dropped, I didn't even bother. Everybody said that the game is good, but I didn't dare. I didn't dare get my hopes up. Not for the multiplayer, of course, but for the new Warzone. I feared that if I get the multiplayer and enjoy it as much as I enjoyed Modern Warfare, I might have my expectations set too high for the integration. And boy, I was right. The integration was a disaster. And still is now. After Season 2 dropped, still a disaster. At least that's what everybody says, because I haven't touched it since. You know what works perfectly? The store. Yeah, you can draw your own conclusions from that. Promises of Verdansk. That's a really small light at the end of the tunnel. Might be the only salvation for Warzone, in my opinion. Or maybe they need an entirely new game. I don't know. But looking back, Warzone 1 wasn't just a game. It was a time, a feeling, a bond with friends that I'll never forget. Maybe it was the pandemic. Maybe it was the simplicity of those days. Or maybe it was just us. But I know I'm not the only one when I say that was fun. Bots having the times of our lives. When the new Verdansk arrives, I'll try it. I'll give Warzone one last try. Maybe it will be the spark that reignites everything. Or maybe it will just remind me of what we had and what we lost. Either way, Warzone 1 will always hold a special place in my heart. Let me know what are your favorite Verdansk memories. I will read them with nostalgia. Thank you.
Moving here. Movement! Throwing stuff! Contact! Armor here.
You've got
Armor
gas
here.
moving in. Mark location and secure the area.
Taking fire over here! Don't worry, you'll make it!
Repositioning.
Recon intel secured. Solid work.
Heading out. Disregard that. Repositioning.
Gas is moving in. Use safe zone.
Got one! Don't worry, you'll make it! You'll make it, just hang on! SMG here.
Got a vehicle here.
Moving. Enemy vehicle!
Trophy system is live.
You've got gas moving in.
I got the wheel.
Save me a seat.
I'll ride and give cover.
Buy station identified. Moving here.
Moving.
Victory rests on your shoulders. Finish the mission. to the AO.
Vehicle marked.
Gas is moving in. New safe zone located.
I'm driving. Relocating. Aid station marked.
You've got gas moving in.
Movement. Disregard. Enemy marked. Head
Buy
to the safe
station
zone.
identified. Moving. Enemy vehicle! Relocating. Cancel that. Cancel that. Never mind. Moving here. Head down.
Enemy UAV overhead. Taking fire! Gas is moving in. New safe zone located. Friendly loadout drop on the way.
Movement. Movement.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Eyes on shooter. Marking AR.
Gas is inbound.
Enemy marked.
Movement!
Copy.
Five are still active in the AO.
Moving here. Enemy marked. Target target, right here. Movement. Movement. Enemy marked.
Gas is closing. Get to the new safe zone.
Approaching contact.
Fire over here! Frag out!
Target's plan.
Good to go.
Relocating.
I'm getting hit! Move
Gas
fast!
is inbound.
Copy. Moving to destination.
Enemy marked.
I'm going. Here I go.
I'm hit!
Nine enemies are still active. Hunt them down. Got gas inbound. Next up, relocation.
Heading rally point.
Five remaining. Less than five are still standing. Let's come back and win this. Fought hard out there. Go to base for debrief.